Hi and welcome. This is Homebody Rundown and I'm HR, and today's video is an Azure standard order. I ordered online at their website, and then at a later date I meet a truck in my area to pick up my items. This was a pretty big order. It was over $400 total. I do pay shipping on this. This is a new to us product, hazelnut powder, Powbab brand. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. 5.5 ounces for $14.69. On the back here it says 100% hazelnuts and that they are highest quality USA hazelnuts. Also needed to resupply our dried dill or dill weed. This is something that I've bought multiple times. Per ounce, it's a lot cheaper to buy it this way than at Whole Foods, $8.25 for 4 ounces. Vanilla extract, 4-fold, $7.24, and this, I remember from last time, this doesn't list the ingredients on the bottle, but you can see those on the website. Just wanted to try this, and none of my local stores had it. Bio Nature, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, sourdough spaghetti. It's a product of Italy, $3.54. So pretty pricey for a box of spaghetti, but hopefully it has an interesting flavor. If You Care brand household gloves, this was a 3-pack. And on their website, for a lot of items, Azure offers different size or grouped items. So, a single item, a pack of 3, a pack of 6, etc. This was a pack of 3 for $12.66. I got the large size. I have fairly long fingers, so the finger size is nice. The width is large, too large for my hand, but when I get these, then even if the kids are doing the dishes, these will fit everyone. Dried sweet cherries. I got these to make essentially candy. I want to dip them in chocolate. $12.40. It says Bing cherries, good until January of 26. The next item is an organic cocoa powder. I really like this product. I think it has great flavor, and it is a 1-pound bag. The website says product of Peru. It is $10.51, but it has this warning on it, just so you know. This product contains chemicals known to the state of California to cause reproductive harm, so just a heads up. This is a product that I've bought multiple times and really like. It is whole milk powder, organic, 26-ounce bag. The website says it's from the USA, and we do not use this as our drinking milk. Oh, it's $15.52 is what I paid. I like to mix this up when I am going to be baking and I need a lot of milk for pancakes or muffins, something like that, and this works very well for that. Trying a couple different rices. This is organic Thai jasmine rice, and it is a 5-pound bag. $13.27 is what I paid. It says it's good until December of this year, and it is from Thailand. Next up is organic cornmeal. This is a 5-pound bag, and the website says it is, or the country of origin is USA and Canada. I paid $6.54. I have bought this before and I like this product. It says it's good until February, or best by February of 2026. Another 5-pound bag. These are organic chickpeas or garbanzo beans. The website lists the country of origin as Mexico, Argentina, and USA. Paid $12.79. Now, as far as those countries of origin, that's just what the website said at this moment in time. You would want to do your own research. That is something that obviously will change depending on where they get it from. 5-pound bag of black beans, $10.06. I have bought these multiple times, I think in a larger size usually, but I'm trying to rein it in and not get such large quantities now that I have 2 kids off in college. And the countries of origin, Argentina, Mexico, and USA again. If you care firelighters, there are 72 of them in this bag, $6.89. I have bought these, this is probably my 5th bag of these. I really appreciate having these around to start a fire. I'm just not great at starting fires. Organic quick rolled oats, and this is a 5-pound bag. This was probably my biggest adjustment as far as not over ordering. $8.56, and it says they're best by November of this year. Product of Canada, and unfortunately, I thought I did order 2 5-pound bags, but I guess I only ordered 1. I probably will run out of this. A 5-pound bag of brown basmati rice. It's organic, and this is a product where I'm pretty sure the website lists this as Lundberg brand rice, so I think they just repackage it into the Azure packaging because they buy a large bulk quantity. I could be wrong on that, but it was $16.20, and the country of origin, it's California, USA rice. 5 pounds of organic black beluga lentils. I have bought these before. I really like this kind of lentil. It seems to hold up really well for a small lentil. $17.20, product of Canada and USA. Says best by January 2026. I may not have needed this many. Frozen item here. These are organic cottage fries. The brand is Snowpack. $8.74 for a 3-pack of these potatoes. I have not bought these before. Says best by November of 26, product of USA. These I have bought before. Alvarado Street Bakery sprouted wheat bagels. This is a box of 6 for $29.92. Just a heads up, you do have to cut these bagels yourself. They do not come pre-cut. And 4 out of 5 people in the house will eat these. Youngest child does not like them and prefers just a plain white bagel. But overall, I've been very happy with these, and I can't find a product like this in my area. Organic French fries. This is another new to us item. $16.12. It comes in a box and then in a plastic bag, all in one. This is probably a bulk item that they repackage. This I've bought before. I really like these. They are a convenience item, and I feel bad because it's a lot of plastic, but sometimes I have some arm pain, and it is nice to not have to dice onions. $30.83 for this box of organic chopped onions. There are 12 bags in here, 10 ounces each, product of USA. This is an item I've bought many times. The Azure Market organic hash browns. They come packaged the same as the French fries. There's a cardboard box, and inside that is a plastic bag, at least for this size. $12.11 for each box. I got 2. Picked up a lot of organic tortillas, Stacy's brand. These are 10-inch tortillas. Each bag is 24 ounces. I think there's 8 tortillas in each bag. The box of 12 whole wheat was $56.20, and the box of 3 packs of the white flour, unbleached white flour, was $15.55. And I picked up 2 of the 3 packs on those, but this should be enough to last the whole summer. These come refrigerated, but I put them into the freezer in larger Ziploc bags, or just to help prevent some freezer burn. This is Norpro brand stainless steel wide funnel, $11.38. It's made in China, and I've already used this and really like the wide size. Next up is a new to us product, California Premium Parmesan cheese, $5.97. And as I'm looking at this sticker on the back, it says sell by July 8th. I'm noticing the weight and price on this doesn't quite match what is on my order form, so not sure about that. Rumiano cheese, California crafted, smoked cheddar cheese. We have not gotten this before, so I really hope we like it because it was $36.09. The website says it's vegetarian and it is random weight, so it won't always be the exact same price. I will slice into this and we'll do a taste test probably at the end of the video. Subtotal was $426.89. Shipping was $36.29 for a total of $463.18. So I'm going to show some footage here of just how items look when you open the bag and how I store them. This is not everything that was in my order, but as I'm showing this, I'm just going to talk about a few things that I've noticed ordering from Azure and you may want to be aware of. First up, you need to have room to store all this stuff. So it is bulk food, and if you order the large quantities of items, like in the past I've gotten 25-pound bags of oatmeal, you'll want to make sure you have the space for that, especially if you want to store it in another container, which I did. So I have a lot of buckets that I can store larger quantities of oatmeal in, and rice and beans. Now, the biggest issue for me is I order a lot of frozen stuff. So luckily I just did a pantry challenge and I was able to clear out the smaller of our 2 deep freezers, which it really needed to be defrosted anyway, so I was able to do that. And then it pretty much is full right now of all of the boxes of frozen potatoes and onions and all of those tortillas that I ordered. And I need to get everything packaged into Ziplocs. Another thing to be aware of, it's not a criticism, it's just surprising and something to think about when you're ordering various items, is that they leak. They are packaged into primarily paper bags. Now, for something like this, like the chickpeas, that's fine. It's when you get into those powdery items, at least this is where I have noticed it. It's like when you buy a bag of flour at the store and it's packaged in a paper bag. Some of it is going to poof out. Now, on occasion, the powdery items I've gotten have been in these paper bags inside a plastic bag, but for the most part, they are just in these paper bags. I think the paper bags have a coating on the inside sometimes, but you can see the cocoa powder just, poofs out the corner. The whole milk powder was doing the same thing. So when I opened that box, there was this layer of grittiness, on all the bags. And that's what it was. It was just the food product. And it's not a lot, but it can be noticeable. And it may be something to consider if you have allergies, I guess, maybe to some of the items you're ordering. To be clear, I don't have a problem with this at all. It was just something surprising to me when I first started doing this bulk food ordering. At first, I couldn't figure out what was all over my stuff, and then I just realized it's because how things are packaged, and it greatly reduces the plastic, which is a bonus, or it is a positive for me. So here, this is just how the rice is bagged. And these are very thick bags. It looks like this one is a double lined bag or 2 bags. So I have never had a bag that's torn open or had a product like rice spilled out. My boxes have never been damaged like that. So this is just something I've noticed and wanted to share with you. Obviously, it is not a deal breaker for me at all. I still very much appreciate being able to order from Azure and especially getting products that I can't get in my area, or saving a lot of money by ordering from Azure. And just a note, I want to explain, I should have taken video of it, but they reuse boxes and they will stuff them full of a lot of the individual items that you get. And that's what I'm referring to when I say, the items in the box. So they may put in multiple bags of food items or non-food items into a box, and something could leak a little bit and get on anything in that box. Now, if you order really large quantities, like a 50-pound bag of something, that is not in a box. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is the drop site and picking up your order from the semi-truck, the large truck that brings the orders to your area. This is the most challenging part of Azure for me. I have to be extremely flexible because I don't know when the pickup date will be when I order the product. However, I do know the week that the delivery should be scheduled for, so at least there's that. I can only speak to my experience and what it's like in my area. I do pickup orders in northern Indiana, so Midwest USA. I pay shipping because I am so far away from where these orders are put together out on the West Coast. And I've had some viewers say, and I've heard it in other videos, that if you live close to the Azure headquarters, I believe you don't pay shipping, or it's less maybe. But I totally understand I have to pay shipping because it is traveling so far. First off, I have to say I am extremely impressed with their ability to give such a specific window of time for those trucks to be at that spot. I don't know how they coordinate it, but it is impressive. I have never had to wait a really long period of time, maybe 15 minutes, but typically the truck is there early or right on time, and for that I'm very grateful. Of course, that being said, I never have plans after an Azure pickup time, at least not for a while, because the potential is always there, of course, that something could happen and the truck will be late, maybe significantly late. Now, I could pay to have stuff shipped to my house, but that would cost a lot more money. So, and there are plenty of items I believe that you cannot get shipped. So, anyway, I place my order online, and then about a week, maybe the week before delivery, I get an email that says where, verifies the drop point that I had selected to go to, and it gives the time and the date that the truck will be there. And of course, on their website and in the emails you'll receive when you order, pay attention to that. It could be different in your area. They'll give instructions and what to expect and what to do. But for me, I'm only able to do this because I do not work a full-time job and I can be extremely flexible. Of course, that doesn't mean I don't have anything going on, but what I do is that week that I know that when I place my order, I know the week that it should arrive, and I will clear out anything important or just not schedule anything important, like a doctor's appointment, a dentist, for that week, just so I don't have to stress about having to cancel something last minute. And that way I can be flexible. Now, what happened this order in this video is I got an email saying don't come to the scheduled drop because there was an issue with the truck and it needed repairs. So I had to keep an eye on my email and see when it would be rescheduled for pickup. And luckily, it wasn't very long. It was just the beginning of the next week, and was able to go pick that up, no problem. The truck was on time, but it does require flexibility. Now, if you know someone else who's willing to pick up your order for you, that's fantastic. And I believe, I remember reading on the website somewhere that I think you can cancel your order, or if you don't pick up your order, they charge a fee for that. So it's not like you'll get charged for the entire order even if you don't pick it up. It's like a restocking fee. So it's not nothing, but I think that's very generous, and understandable, because sometimes things come up and you're not going to be able to make it. You may be able to work something out with the coordinator for the drop, but I wouldn't want to do that to someone, because I order a lot of cold stuff and frozen items that need that special storage. So that would just be a big pain for someone, and I wouldn't want to do that. So I just try to be very open, and it's also why I try to now only order Azure once or twice a year. This is footage of the, I think, abandoned parking lot where we met for the drop site delivery. This is something you may want to consider, look up the drop site, make sure it's someplace you're comfortable going. I don't know how late in the day drops are scheduled, if it could be a little bit dark, especially with a time change, certain times of year. So you would want to research that, make sure it's something you are willing to go do. I almost never go by myself because there's a lot of heavy things, and it's just nice to have a helper with me. Typically, before this random parking lot, my drops were always at large grocery store parking lots. The first one, which was a lot closer to my house, was a Walmart parking lot. The truck would just pull up at the edge of the parking lot and we would get our items there. Then that drop ended, so I had to move to a drop a little farther away, and that one was at a Meijer parking lot, which is a lot like a Walmart store. So a huge parking lot, and the truck would just pull out at the edge and we would unload it there. So I'm not sure why it moved to this other parking lot, but it was fine. It wasn't a problem. It wasn't any farther. It may have actually been a little closer to my house. So for this new location that's not at a big box store, I had someone with me, and I just waited until there were plenty of people there. There must have been at least 20 cars, I would say, families, people, individuals getting stuff. So, just do your own research, make sure you're comfortable with it. And another thing to consider is the weather. I live where we can get snowstorms, and it could affect my ability to get to a drop. So I did hesitate a little before placing an order for end of February, beginning of March. But it worked out great. It was not a problem, but it could be. So ideally, I would just do spring and fall and try to avoid the winter if convenient. But I was really looking forward to getting a new item. It was tart cherries, frozen tart cherries, and that is what motivated me to get my order in sooner. It was in stock when I put it into my cart, and it's really nice on the Azure website. Sometimes you'll add something, they'll tell you how many they have in stock at that moment, I guess, and sometimes they'll let you know it is unlikely to ship in this order. Now, I believe when I added the cherries into my order, it didn't say that, but that must have changed before the deadline for the order, because it did not show up this time. And I was really looking forward to it because I can't find them anywhere in my area, at least at the stores I shop at, which are Walmart, Costco, Sam's Club, and Whole Foods primarily. But I feel like I also checked Meijer and they did not have any either, but that's just something like a regular store. They don't always have everything in stock, and so you may put it in your order, but it may not ship. And obviously, you're not charged for that item. Okay, that was a lot of me talking. Those were just some things that off the top of my head thought might be interesting to someone ordering Azure or considering it. I'd say you especially want to go look at their website and see where drop sites are. Personally, I would not be willing to drive over an hour for an Azure drop. I would just order things from Amazon or find some variation at a local store. But because I only have to drive 35 minutes, right now at this point in life, it's still a good option and I can get what seems to be really high quality food. As usual, anything that I said in this video could be wrong. I could have read it wrong. It could be marked wrong. So it is just a snapshot in time of what I saw and read on their website when I did this order. That will change. You would want to read your own labels, read their website at the time you order, and just do your own research, because I very well could say or imply the wrong thing. One little taste test here at the end of the video. This is the Rumiano, I think, smoked cheddar cheese, and I had the 4 of us in the house that like cheese or like cheddar cheese try it, and I thought it was really good. 3 out of 4 people liked that smoky flavor. I noticed the smoky flavor right away. My husband said it took him a few seconds before it really hit his taste buds. I think it would make maybe a really good smoky mac and cheese. Great on burgers, that kind of thing. So we will definitely go through this. Since not everyone liked it, I don't know if I would order such a large amount again in the future, but we will definitely eat this. As always, thanks so much for watching.